Here at Zero to Awesome, some of us have begun embracing, well, the electrified future. An electric future that we're all going to live in one day. And by some of us, I mean me, not Steven, not this guy.
It kind of goes with the car. I was trying to think of a no theme, and this car, it eats gas. And I thought it was ironic to have the oil derrick and oil and gas plate there, so.
Anyways, I found a really good deal recently. Basically, all you have to do was buy some batteries, and then I'll show you what you get if you buy the batteries. One box is right here. One was this leaf blower. Buy some batteries, and you get this leaf blower, which is actually, it's this, and it comes with this super sweet big battery also, and also another charger, because you can't have too many of those. And then also, be right back. Comes with this, a lawnmower, an electric lawnmower. So this is the DeWalt 20 volt brushless XR 21.5-inch lawnmower. You have to push it, it's not self-propelled. And I've seen online, I did a little research, and I've seen people like selling these online for like $100 without batteries. So I think a lot of people like do the deal just to buy the batteries and then get rid of the mower. So I don't know if it's a bad mower, if they don't like it, or what's going on. But today we're gonna unbox it, get all charged up, and mow the yard. And the dogs are coming with us too. Okay, so first thing to note, if you buy one of these and you open it with a box cutter, be careful because it looks like there's a leaf mulching bag right in the top that I now have a small cut in. We're not gonna look too close at that. Also, I don't mulch leaves, so this is gonna live in the attic. Here is the mower. It looks like this is where the batteries go. The batteries should be somewhere in this box. And I've been promised that they're hefty. Did they give you a box with batteries?
No.
At the store?
Should they have?
Oh, I think so.
Just the one.
Huh. This looks electronic. Okay, so here's some big batteries. Just one big honkin' 10 amp hour battery. Another big honkin' 10 amp hour battery. And I think if we keep looking, here we go. Yes, there's more chargers. So the lawnmower comes with 2 chargers. The leaf blower came with the charger. Every tool I have came with a charger. So I literally think we have a dozen chargers in this garage now. And for big 10 amp hour batteries, they're kind of some wimpy little chargers. Anyways, this whole thing, the lawnmower, the 2 batteries for this, the big battery for the leaf blower, the whole deal together is basically buy the batteries, get everything else free. It was $449, which I think that was a heck of a bargain. So I'm gonna get it assembled and then we're gonna see how well it works. This took a grand total of maybe a minute to assemble. Basically, 2 screws went in right here, and you just folded the arms out. It looks like there's, I think, a safety key. I feel like this has to go in here, so this is probably some sort of emergency shut-off. Maybe there's a lanyard, you like tie it to yourself so if you fall, you don't over yourself. I don't know. It looks like to start it, I haven't read any instructions, but it says 1 and 2. I think to start it, you press this down, and then hold this lever. And then I think you mow. And so this is the part where if this was a regular lawnmower, I would just put gas in it and go. But the batteries showed up not charged, so we're gonna wait a couple hours for the batteries to charge, and then we're gonna go. So I'll see you shortly when the sun is going down and it's a little cooler and the batteries are charged. I'm a little tired of waiting for these guys to charge, so we're gonna throw some of these bad boys and everything. And yeah, just, I don't know, send your stuff charged. But the 60 volt stuff fits. They're only 6 amp hours, but the yard's little, so let's see how this goes. All right, here goes nothing. One thing I do like so far is to adjust the height. There's just one adjuster for the front and one adjuster for the back. There's not one on all 4 wheels. One thing I don't like already is, well, there's a bit of plastic. This whole front assembly with the wheels is just plastic. Same thing with the back. The only metal is the chute area, so I don't know, over time it's thick, but how well is that gonna hold up, you know, mowing over branches and things? And the motor, it's just literally just an electric motor that spins a blade. And normally when I mow, I put on big protective headphones and listen to music so I can actually hear it, but I'm thinking this is gonna be silent, so we're just gonna use regular old AirPods. Pretty quiet. The yard is mowed, and I already have a couple conclusions. One is what you see right here. This is all of the yard that I have to mow. And if I had a backyard about this size, the mower could handle it. Could handle the front yard and the backyard. Anything much bigger, I'd probably want something a little more powerful. But my grass was pretty long. You can tell by the neighbor's yard. It was about the same height that the neighbor's yard was. And this thing did just fine. It powered right through it. I'm curious how much battery it used, especially since I was not using the big 10 amp hour batteries that came from it. And actually these are still, one's on 2 bars, one's on 3 bars. I think that one was already at 2 bars when I started, so yeah, it used like no power at all. I don't know what this is. I thought this would tell me the power level of the mower, but I think that just turns on maybe to let you know you're out of battery. It did really well. One thing I don't like is this safety. This is kind of a pain in the butt to have to like press that and then pull this down. It's definitely two-hand operation, but that's as loud as it is. It's no louder than like the fan is in my garage. I just used regular headphones and listened to music and mowed the yard, and it did really well. So the electric 20-volt lawnmower, for me, that's a pass. Like I said, there is a bit of plastic to it, so I don't know long-term how it's gonna hold up, but I think for my yard, it's gonna be just great. I don't have a lot of, rocks and boulders and small tree trunks that I need to mow over. One interesting thing I am going to have to get used to is I'm gonna have to remember to take my batteries out of the lawnmower when I'm done using it, because, well, I need this for my power tools, and I don't think I should leave lithium-ion batteries in a mower in my shed during the summer. I think that wouldn't go well. And then the big ones that it came with, well, they're on 1 bar. Those things are gonna take forever to charge. I'm gonna go finish up my yard work, and then we'll have I don't know, maybe the final thoughts on whether or not this thing is worth what I paid for it, or whether or not it's worth switching over to electric. Good news, it's been several weeks since I unboxed my new mower, and I've mowed my yard many times, and I'm not certain how that's good news, but at least now I have an opinion on not only my new mower, but kind of all of my DeWalt 20-volt electric yard tools. And do I have an opinion. So let's start with the good, and then we'll talk about the bad, and then we'll talk about the in between. So over here, the good. The good is this leaf blower. It's a 20-volt leaf blower, not a 60-volt. Apparently there is one bigger one out there than that DeWalt makes. But this thing's pretty powerful. It's quiet, it's lightweight. You don't have to pull a cord to get it to start. It's still not as powerful as the big gas blower over here, but I think for 90% of what I'm going to do, every time I'm mowing the yard, leaf blow on the sidewalk, this will be just fine. Every once in a while, when there's like a lot of leaves in the backyard, the big boy's gonna come out, because if there's a lot of stuff to blow, you wanna blow the big boy. And now into the bad. This string trimmer, this weed eater, this edger, whatever you wanna call it, this thing is complete garbage. I'm definitely sticking with my gas string trimmer over this one. Don't get me wrong, it's easy to use, it's quiet, it doesn't use gas, you just pull a trigger and it gets going. But this head that's on it, this thing that's supposed to, you bump it on the ground and your trimmer cord comes out. I don't know if I'm just an idiot or I just don't know how to use this, but I've read the instructions actually and watched videos, and I have accurately, correctly filled this thing up with trimmer for, I don't know, like 3 or 4 times, and it just constantly jams up. It's always getting stuck. It's stuck again right now. I'm sick and tired. I've spent more time trying to get this thing to dispense trimmer, wire, whatever it's called, string, than I've actually spent using it. So this thing, complete garbage. Do not waste your money. And now the mower. So leaf blower was good. String trimmer, garbage. Mower, it's just fine. My front yard's pretty small. I don't have any grass in my backyard. For what I'm going to use it for, it's just fine. There is a lot of plastic on it. I'm a little concerned how it's gonna hold up long term. If I had a bunch of like roots and things I run into, probably wouldn't like it as much, because literally all your axles and everything, they're just connected with plastic. Plastic is holding this whole thing together. So if I had a big yard, no, I don't think it would cut it. I've got a little yard, so it's gonna do just fine, but it does have some upsides. And one of the upsides are these giant batteries, these big honking 10 amp hour batteries that come with this thing. They're incredible. I don't think I've even used 1 bar of charge. I don't know what this is. I think this just comes on if the battery's dead. I thought it would tell you how much battery's left without having to pull the individual batteries out. But no, if you're curious, I actually just mowed, pulled the batteries out, and it hasn't even used any juice. These things are awesome. The other thing is that it's quiet. It's super quiet, which means I don't have to wear my big earmuffs anymore. I just put some AirPods in, listen to music. And also, since it's 100 million degrees in the southern US right now, I could mow at 8 o'clock in the morning when it's still kind of cool and not piss all my neighbors off. So overall, yeah, the mower, it's fine. If you get it on sale, definitely worth it. If you have to like pay more for it than a comparable gas mower, probably just do the gas mower. Yeah, and so that's my introduction to electric yard tools. I'm sold on the leaf blower. I'm kind of sold on the mower. That thing is complete garbage. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But if this thing breaks, if this thing falls apart, first time I hit a pine cone, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'm gonna go put it back in the shed and go inside, because like I said, it's super hot here in the South right now. And I don't even have my fan on. So this video is nice and quiet so you can hear this great review. Until next time, stay cold out there, at least try.